this right here is our whole raw tank. So whenever the cows are done being milked, up here, we'll pump the milk up from this line over here into this tank. And we'll run a test called a snap test. Once we know the milk is good, it's okay to be separated and sent to the pasteurizer to be bottled. This tank right here is our mix tank. This is where we'll blend our strawberry milk, our chocolate milk, our half and half, and anything that has a powder inclusion. Over here is the powder horn, which is where all the powder goes that's being blended into the tank. Whenever this machine over here is running, what's gonna happen is you're gonna take whole milk and run it through here, and it's gonna create cream, and it's gonna create skim milk. So when we're done, we'll have cream in this tank and skim milk in this tank over here, and we'll pump that to the other side of the wall to be processed as well. Everything back here is clean. The outside of the tanks are scrubbed with manual cleaner. This trough over here is filled up with hot or cold water and different caustic and chlorinated detergents and acids and sanitizers to wash the insides of the tanks. So the way these valves that you see along the floor and along the ceiling is they're three-way valves. So the front of it is blocked off, and there's three other ways of travel. So depending on the direction of the handle that you turn, will send the milk a certain way, and it'll also send the water a certain way for whenever we're washing up. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different valves in here, so they all have to be turned a certain way. It's easy to make a mistake if you're not being careful. So this right here, whenever we're pumping milk from the back room to the front of the room, you'll see another one of these valves as well. So this line right here is running from the back of the room, and if you follow this line over here, so you guys can see, it runs down here, and when we're processing, we have this line, which is called our product line, connected into the balance tank. So whenever the pasteurizer is ready, he will turn the machine on, and he will start pumping milk into the tank. It runs about 100 pounds a minute, so he'll start a stopwatch whenever the milk hits the tank. The way the pasteurizer works is there's three sections: a heating section, a regen section, and a cooling section. So the milk will be brought in and heated up. You'll have hot milk on one side of the plate, cold milk on the other side of the plate, which will help heat up the milk that has not been heated up yet, and will help cool the milk that has already been heated up. Then it'll go through the cooling section. Once it's cooled, it'll be sent down the line to be bottled. Once you turn this on at 30 seconds, you'll turn on your homogenizer, which is beating up your butter fat so it stays unison in the bottle. If you guys have ever seen our cream line product, the only difference between that and regular whole milk is it's not homogenized, so all the fat rises to the top and it'll create that nice cream plug that you guys see. Around, and up through here, and then up. And then if you follow the line on the ceiling, on the back wall, up to here, in the elbow, it'll come down through here, and you'll have these valves right here that you'll see, and they're two-way valves. So whenever the line's up, your product is running to the floor. Whenever your line's down, you're running product down into the tank. There's a stopper in here that blocks it off from going any further, and it pumps it down to the tank. So when they're done and they're running water through, whenever they hit their time, they'll then throw the valve up, and the product and the remaining of water will go on the floor. That way we ensure we didn't put any water in. The bottling station is put together and ready. They'll come over here and open whichever tank that they're running, and they'll turn the pump on. And if you follow this line right here, it'll run up and over through the line on the floor. And when we're processing, there will be a line connected down into the tank. There's a float in there that lets the pump know when to turn on and turn off, so you don't overflow the tank whenever you're processing. These guides that you guys can see on the walls are for the different size bottles that we run. So all those guides will be placed on the machine and changed out whenever we switch between our glass and our chuggers, between quarts and pints and half gallons.
Creamery, from the cow to the bottle to my family and me.